YouTube? It's your boy Rzd Reacts, aka Jus Raised, and we are back. You know we got to talk about this last JJK episode that just dropped. So let's get into it. Now, I'm not gonna hold you out the gate. Tokyo Colony #1, Part 4. We pick back up with Megumi as he's having a conversation with Reggie, and we see him pretty much letting them know, like, hey, if y'all got 100 points collectively with y'all squad, we're about to implement a new rule where you can exchange pretty much your points, and that way you don't have to kill anybody, and you also don't have to keep dead weight around and all this stuff. And they're just like, we don't believe you. Megumi's like, all right. And he declines Reggie's offer, so Reggie's like, all right, well, if you're gonna decline my offer to join the squad, we're gonna have to kill you. And so they begin to pretty much jump Megumi. We have some person, he had like claws on his hands on one hand, tried to attack Megumi from behind. Didn't work. Megumi threw him off the building. Then we had somebody dropping body parts that explode. And the way they animated that explosion was fire. And we see Megumi pretty much being able to dodge it, getting out the way. Then he throws some more body parts that end up exploding, and Megumi still is able to duck into an apartment with the girl who led him to Reggie in the first place, and she's still trying to fight Megumi. And you can tell she's not like an experienced sorcerer or fighter for her like that. She's in tears, crying, saying some delusional things like, oh, Reggie said he'll protect me, so I need you to say it too. I need you to say that you like me because he said it. It's just like, girl, go on, get out my face. Go on about your business. I ain't here for all that. Then we see the man Megumi threw off of the building come back up, proceed to continue to fight with Megumi. Megumi used some creative techniques with his Shikigami. Was beating the brakes off him. I thought he was gonna rip homie in half when he pulled out the frogs, and they was pulling him in two separate directions, but that ended up not happening, and he ended up using Max Elephant to knock him back out of the building. But this time Megumi followed, jumped on top of him, ends up landing on top of him from the fall, and pretty much hit him in the head with his blade, his sacred blade that he had. And yeah, buddy was packed up out of there, and Megumi got 5 points off of him for the kill. And then we see Reggie and the guy with the exploding body parts pull up, and Megumi's like, oh shoot, it's about to be a 2-on-1. I don't know what I'm about to do. Dude with exploding body parts shoots off his body parts to Megumi. Takaba randomly shows up, the comedian guy, the failed comedian guy. He pops up, and Bud is strong. Takaba is strong. And it's funny because he came in, he was just like, he's like, excuse me, young man, I'll help you out. I'm usually a great judge of character. I can usually tell by looking at somebody who's good and who's bad. And he looks at Megumi, and he's just kind of stumped. He's just like, Megumi's like, what? And he's like, you look bad right now. Like, you look bad. He was just like, I'll help you anyway. And we see Takaba pretty much take on the guy with the exploding body parts, and we see Megumi pretty much go off fighting Reggie. And Takaba was beating the brakes off of Buddy with the exploding body parts. I mean, just the missile drop kick to the face, hit him with the 1,000 fingers of death, the Kakashi Jutsu, and then knocked him off screen. And then they went to go fight off screen. And Megumi told him, he was like, hey man, try to see if you can get his points off him before you beat him. He was just like, okay, I'll do that. I will do that. And it's weird because his outfit looks so crazy. But he said it's based off of the first person who made him pretty much laugh until he cried his eyes out. So that his character is just hilarious. And he can fight. So shout out to Takaba. Then we proceed to see Megumi pretty much try to walk down Reggie. And they're trying to figure out each other's pretty much techniques, curse techniques and stuff like that. And Reggie's like, oh, we both can't use like high output techniques. You know what I mean? You're tired from swapping between your Shikigamis, and I don't have the ability to use like a high output technique just yet. So Megumi didn't really answer him. He just sat there and just let him talk. And he was just like, well, all right, well, I'll just run then. If if this is gonna be a battle of attrition and we're gonna see who's gonna last the longest, I'll just dip out of here. So Megumi ducks off into a gym, and the sequence of him pretty much walking down Reggie was fire. But he blew up a scaffolding. Reggie's throwing random things at him. He uses Max Elephant to shoot some water at him. Reggie pulls out a surfboard and starts sliding on that joint. It was tough. The whole sequence was fire. The chase scene was fire. Megumi ducks off into a gymnasium. Reggie pops in there, sends 2 work trucks flying at Megumi. He dodges them. Then Megumi gets hit by a bunch of plants floating in the air. Then we see Reggie throw some more household items at him. Megumi gets hit, gets stabbed by a knife that he threw at him. And the whole time, Megumi went in the gym for a reason, because he already knows he wants to do the main expansion to hurry up and end this fight, but he doesn't have the ability or knowledge of he doesn't have the hang of barrier techniques enough yet to actually have a full closed domain expansion. So if he does his domain expansion, which we've seen him do in season 1 against the special grade curse that he was fighting under the bridge, it's pretty much an open domain. So he's just like, I gotta find somewhere specific to do this. So he pulls up in the gymnasium, and he told Reggie straight up, he's like, I chose this place for a reason, and proceeds to do his domain expansion, Chimera Shadow Garden, and man, it looks phenomenal. And Reggie's frightened, and Megumi's just like, I never said I didn't have a high output technique. You just assumed I didn't. That's pretty much how the episode ends. I'm assuming next week we're gonna get the second half of that fight, and I'm interested to see who's gonna come out on top. I hope they don't hold Megumi. I hope he wins, but the way this fight is going, ain't no telling. Cause that's one thing I do appreciate about Megumi. He was getting active. He was ready to fight everybody, and he ain't waste no time. He just got to the hands. Like, he wasn't trying to read. At first, he tried to reason, and then once they was just like, nah, we not going for it. It was like, all right, well, I'll just beat you up. Like, I'll just fight y'all. Like, it ain't that deep. And I appreciate that. And so Megumi definitely about that action. I just hope he don't get hold in this fight. I just hope he's able to gain the victory and get the win. But I guess we shall see next week. For me, this particular episode, just seeing Megumi get down, because we seen Yuji get down this season. We seen Yuta get down this season. We even saw Nobara kind of go off a little bit against Mahito before her untimely hand to the face. You feel me? But we see moments of Megumi crashing out and going crazy, like in season 1 when he uses domain expansion, in season 2 when he summoned Maharaga. But now it's just, in season 3 he's had a couple moments when he was fighting Kirara. He was going off a little bit, and now we see him fighting Reggie, and he's going off too, and he's very tactical with what he does. So I appreciate that about Megumi. But yeah, I really I really want to see who's gonna win this fight. I pray Megumi don't get hold in this. But my rating for this particular episode, I'm gonna give it I'm gonna give it like a 9.5 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoyed that joint, yo. Seeing Megumi go off and seeing Reggie won't really no hold either. Like, he was still getting active and stuff like that too. Like, I like that. I like that dynamic. Seeing Takaba pop up and go crazy, that was dope. But yeah. So I give it a 9.5 out of 10. I wouldn't even mind a soft 10 out of 10. But yeah, I thought it was dope. I thought it was dope. So far, every fight has been fire to me. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about it. Do you agree with my rating? Do you disagree with it? What would you rate this particular episode? Let me know in the comments below. And never forget, it's FreeSoul to the show, free. And don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get it.